What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we're doing another experiment on Madden 22, and today we're going to see if a team made up of all the free agents and trade players from this last offseason could win a Super Bowl, and there were some pretty good players. There's a lot more blockbuster trades this season. I can't really, it seems like every year there's more big-name players, and it feels like it's just crazier and crazier every year. I think you can definitely say this year for sure is more crazy than normal. You know, Russell Wilson getting traded, and of course, Deshaun Watson getting traded, Devontae. You know, you got some of the best players in the league being traded, some of the best players in the league in general switching teams. You know, Von Miller going to the Rams on what was like a second-round pick or something like that, winning a Super Bowl and then leaving for a huge bag with the Bills. I'm not saying it's strange, but it's kind of crazy, though, isn't it? Like, he could very well go from NFC Super Bowl champion to AFC Super Bowl champion, because the Bills, once again, are a very good team, and, you know, an edge rusher like him is a huge addition to that squad. Now, we're going to look at the squad. I hope I didn't forget any big, super big, obvious names. I don't think I did, but this is kind of what the team looks like. Once again, if I'm missing anyone, I apologize. La'el Collins was a super good contract for the, who is it, the Bengals, I believe? Brandon Sheriff was actually a pretty good contract for the Jags. I don't know if Tretter's signed yet. Fant was obviously a part of the Russell Wilson trade. Speaking of Russell Wilson, here he is, Davante Adams. My boy. I will say, as a Packers fan, you know, I already said it. You know, if I was going to lose anyone, Jair, Rodgers, or Devontae, I would prefer not to lose Jair. So, you know, assuming that's going to be the case. But I will say that that Devontae trade definitely opened up quite a bit of room for the team to grab new players. So sad, but we got better than DeAndre Hopkins, Amari Cooper for sure got better than those trades. Speaking of Amari Cooper, here he is, 91 overall. Left tackle, I believe he just joined the Dolphins. Shaq Mason, of course. I'm not saying the NFL is rigged, but dude, him going to the Bills after Ali Marpet retired, dude, you can't tell me it's not rigged, dude. You cannot tell me that there are not people behind the scenes paying money to have these players traded. Like, I don't know if they track that or how they would, but how could you? Like, if one of the owners is, they're worth billions. If one of the owners were, he's like, hey, here's $5 million to trade over, Shaq Mason for next to nothing to our team. How can they stop that? It's like it's a gift, right? Like, just same thing with Brady. Who's to say he didn't get money under the table all these years instead of actually counting against, like, I don't know how this works, right? Like, I know there's probably, ways of tracking it, but do they? You can't tell me that the Buccaneers were the only teams offering for Shaq Mason, and that they were that low of a trade. Like, if it was a second or a first or something, I'm like, okay, maybe no team really went that high with him, but how does he land on a Super Bowl contending team? Why would you trade him there? You get less value, and you make it harder on yourself. Let's say you do make the Super Bowl. There's a good chance you're going to be playing against them. It makes I'm done ranting. I'm sorry, but it just makes zero sense. Of course, Russell Wilson on the Broncos. He's starting because technically Watson's an 84 overall in the game, but because of all the allegations, EA kind of dropped his rating every single, every other week. They dropped his awareness. I think he was finished the game with 70 awareness, but he was 90s in the throw power and accuracy and all that. So I'm going to have Russell as the starter. Then defensively, gets kind of juicy here. Honestly, I completely just forgot Casey Hayward existed, but apparently he joined the, I believe, the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, a 2-year deal. I didn't really mention other tight ends. We had Tanyan, who technically came back to Green Bay, but he was a free agent for some time. Evan Ingram, of course, signing his 1-year deal. Michael Pierce back with the Ravens. Khalil with the Chargers. Once again, we talked about Vaughn. Chandler Jones with the Raiders. Gilmore with, did he even sign yet? I think he might be a free agent still. Bro, if he ends up going to the Bengals, I'm done. I'm a fan of an NFC team, but still, I'm done. Za'Darius to the Vikings, of course. Joseph Day, one of the free agent signings everyone knew was going to happen to the Chargers, obviously. Bobby Wagner still unsigned. Tyrann Mathieu still unsigned. Reed to the Chiefs. Jack to the Steelers. So, kind of a lot of the names here. Younghoe Koo, I believe he technically was a free agent, and then the Falcons re-signed him. And then Hecker switches teams, which is actually kind of cool. But yeah, we seen the team. I think it was like a 93 overall. Obviously, we took some of these players off of their... he kind of had to take them from their new teams. And this would be the best team in the league, but it's not by a whole lot. We've seen ourselves specifically lose with better teams even around the league. Obviously, we are going to be the best team, but not guaranteed to win. I feel good about it, but you still have to worry about the Chiefs. They're a lower overall here, but you still got to worry about them. And once again, I'm a little surprised that they are actually that low. I was expecting some of the teams to be 85, 86 or so, but damn, these teams suck. I guess another part of it is, would this team go 17-0? I don't know. Another thing is, are you subscribed? And if you aren't, why not? It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later. I would prefer if you didn't, but I don't possess the ability to change free will yet. I'm working on it. But of course, probably going to be a second channel video a little bit later today on PKR Plays, GTA San Andreas, and yeah, that's it. That's all I've got there. The playoffs. Who is going to beat us is the question. And apparently 2 teams. I'm a little surprised. Let's see who he actually lost to. So, huge win streak. Lost to the Jets and the Seahawks. Who the hell do the Seahawks have? Huh? Did we trade them a player on accident? Because obviously we had to trade some of the players from... I guess there was some free agents as well. Cam Newton! He's a free agent. Well, he was a free agent. Now he's on their team. All right, Seattle's cooking, even though they're probably one of the worst teams in the league. I suppose, speaking of that, we actually should take a look, see how things may have changed because of these moves. Cowboys still kind of up there. Bills, Raiders, Titans, Falcons. But how? Okay. Packers, Chiefs, Bengals, Chargers, Vikings, Cardinals, Buccaneers. A lot of the same type of teams the Rams kind of missed. But the Falcons, dude, why are they doing so well in Sim lately? I don't understand. But let's take a look at the numbers. Russell Wilson, very good numbers. Second for yards and touchdowns. Interceptions at 11. 72% completion percentage. 126.4 passer rating. Just under 10 yards per attempt. Rushing, Leonard Fournette. That's very Leonard Fournette-like. It's just, you see those numbers all the time from him. The receiving, Noah Fant went off. Devontae Adams was really good. Amari Cooper was pretty damn good. Odell was decent. Leonard Fournette was pretty great. Offensive line, very solid numbers. Defensively, sheesh, look at the sack numbers. Von Miller with 35, 26 for Mack, 8 for Pierce, 3.5 for Ioannidis, 2.5 for Jack, 1.5 for Wagner, 1 for Darius Williams, Hayward, Matthew, Chandler Jones, and a half for Alawak. I said it right. I did a video recently, and I said it right, and I just... Aluakan. That's the right. Younghoe Koo, pretty bad, and I forgot. Punters are people, too. We got to pay attention to that. Johnny Hecker, pretty good. Kick return, punt return, nothing special. MVP. Did we win it? No. How? How does these things happen? Von Miller, Defensive Player of the Year at least. Devontae Adams, Terron Armstead, Von Miller. A couple of awards won. And obviously, we do get that bye week because this team is just that good. Who are they going to face? If you can beat the Chiefs, which you have to play against right away, once again, it's kind of the team to beat every single time you do a rebuild. So if you beat the Chiefs, you got to feel pretty good about your chances of going all the way. And we're going to go in and watch this. You got the Texans and the Chiefs. The two best teams, really. The best, it's kind of like a pre-Super Bowl almost. And you got it during the day. It's not even like a near nighttime. It's like literally like noon. Why? And look at the game. Look at the score. It's the NFL's fault. They lost out on the money, not us. Down by 7. I guess we know the answer. The answer is no, they can't. Really? Wow. Okay, we know we lost. But let's actually take a look at the stats. Just for, conspiracy theorist's sake. Wow, Russell, you really sold. Wow, that's bad. That is some of the worst rushing numbers we've ever seen from a starter. He literally had almost more attempts than yards. That is insane. But yeah, for conspiracy theorists that maybe think that if you actually go in and watch it, that you actually have a bigger chance of losing, which, I mean, I'm kind of on that side, especially if you have a really good team. We'll sim just to see. Why not? Stop showing Devontae. I can't handle it. Oh, did I just hit resume? Oh, my God. He showed him again. Okay, thank God it's Derrick Henry's. Whew. All right. Can't wait to lose anyways and look really stupid. We won. All right. That's cool. Going against the division rival Titans. They win again. And then the Super Bowl against the Cowboys. Let's see if they win against them. A Texas battle, and they do. Of course, doesn't really technically win, but, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Just seems like when you actually go in the game, you do win, but it does seem tougher. It definitely seems like you come closer in those matchups, whereas if you sim without going in as the better team, you end up just winning in general. As you can see, 2 times played. That doesn't count. We actually went in. It's okay, dude. 41-23, 35-13, 42-14. So some pretty impressive wins, whereas, you know, we kind of lost by, what, 11 on the other side. So, yes, technically no. I would go out on a limb and say, yeah. That's what I would say. Those are things I would say. I also did have auto progression on, but apparently I forgot. But that is the experiment. This is a pretty good group of free agents. It really does kind of put into perspective, you know. You think, oh, wow, big names, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, you know, the couple of guys, Devontae Adams, all these guys. You're like, it's pretty crazy, you know, that's some changes. But when you really put them all on the same team, you realize how much talent, you know, moves around team to team. As you can just see, there's like a whole great starting squad of players that go to free agency. Obviously, that's the point. Or to be traded. That's kind of the point. These guys are guys that are getting paid, or the most of them are getting paid quite a bit of money, so you can't really expect them to be all on the same team or even stick to their original teams. It is kind of messed up. I get it, but it is kind of messed up that Terron Armstead kind of held things off until Deshaun Watson's decision or the trade kind of went through. I mean, I get it once again. I can't really blame him, but it is kind of messed up, right? Like, it's kind of like, oh, so no, you don't want us again because we didn't get him? Sweet, dude. It's like if I was a Saints fan or if I was Jameis Winston or the Saints organization, I'd be trying to prove myself so much to that dude, even though he's just a lineman. But I know he's that good of a lineman. Obviously missed a lot of games in his career, but still, it's just free agency, man. Trades in general, it's a beast. It's a time where feelings get hurt, all right? But that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys enjoy these types of videos, maybe leave a like. Like I said, subscribe for new. We do a ton of franchise stuff. Second channel, Jeromepkr Plays, and then twitter.com/Jeromepkr for tweets on the occasion. And yeah, expect more kind of like, I wouldn't say free agency type videos, but, you know, if a big move breaks, trade or free agency wise, or, you know, something, maybe the draft once that hits around. If there's any, you know, ideas you guys can think of, you know, involving free agents and trades, let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, looking for any sort of ideas. I've seen a couple of decent ones that I'm holding in the back pocket for now. Obviously, I have a ton of rebuilds to do still. I can come up with a lot of them that aren't even BS either. You know, the Falcons, and I still haven't done the Seahawks. Have I done the Seahawks? No, I think I did the Seahawks, right? Did I go Malik Willis, or did I go Bryce? I don't even remember. But there's so many different rebuilds based on the way the offseason went that we can still do, and I will do. So maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? But yeah, we'll have another video tomorrow. Obviously, second channel, PK Plays. Should have San Andreas a little later. And yeah, enough rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!